sounds like this are now sweeping Asian kids off their feet. In West London alone, there are 20 sounds organising these gigs, and it's a craze that's keeping them on their toes from John O'Groats to Land's End. And so we decided to have a look at how these gigs came about, how they're organised, and at how they're taking off.
Wait, what t-shirts we going to get for the gig?
I don't know, it's black, isn't it?
It all goes back a couple of years, when these Asian kids who organised tonight's disco were in their mid-teens. Sid, Jazz, Parv and Saj were all mates. They lived near each other in the West London area and spent most of their time fooling around together.
Well, we used to sit around in the park, play football, sometimes baseball. Sometimes we'd go down the high street with a big cassette player and pose up and down. Occasionally we'd drink in the evenings and chat.
But their exciting lives were changed by new trends sweeping across the Atlantic, which picked them up and put them on their feet. TV programmes like The Tube and Top of the Pops began introducing new music and dance from America, and suddenly it was all the rage.
This was Top of the Pops, The Tube. There's a lot of robot, all body popping, all that. And it looked hard and you wanted to try it. So you tried doing it and you got into it.
See, it was different from all the other dance, and it sort of just got into this country. The craze just got in, and we wanted to learn it quick, so we become the first people to do the dance. So we used to practice every day. Used to even tape ourselves with videotape and watch it back and see if we'd done anything wrong or make it perfect.
When they knew they'd got it right, the boys went down to the local discos to show off their dancing expertise, but they found they weren't always welcome.
There was very few Indians at these clubs, and they're mainly black and white, and the skin has just been fading out by then, so they're still a bit racist. And like, if I started dancing, and if I was pretty good, about 3 or 4 black blokes would come around me and start dancing or burn me off the dance floor. So they mess you around like that, so you didn't feel right there, you used to go. Or if there was a big fight at the end, you used to get beaten up because there's so many of them, there's only a few of you.
And it wasn't just a question of being squeezed out. When our lads went to the clubs, they were just faces in a crowd, and what they wanted was to be in control of what was going on.
They wanted to be in control of their own social life, their own scene. When Asian kids went to black or white discos, they were slightly always off-centre, they were slightly out of place all the time. And they felt this quite strongly, because they don't have their own music in the pop scene as such. They don't have any representatives. Blacks and whites both do. And that was a crucial factor.
And so Asian kids kissed the discos goodbye and set up on their own. Sid formed the Maximus Sounds system with Jazz, while Parv set up another sound, Celestial, with Saj.
We were sitting here, what was it, last January, and we were just talking, and from a discussion it just happened, why don't we try it ourselves?
And we thought if we put our money together and we'll buy the equipment and start doing our own discos and make money and get a good reputation instead of fighting.
In the 15 months since then, both Celestial and Maximus have staged several gigs. But tonight, a joint venture, is the biggest yet. Preparations have been underway for 4 weeks.
Well, we've had to get tickets made, posters made, and we've had to go around publicising, putting posters up in colleges, giving handouts out to people. We've gone to local parties and discos and giving them out there.
We've sold about 250 tickets, and hopefully within the next week that's coming, we're hoping to sell a lot more. There's lots of people who want to buy tickets.
We organised the gear by ringing up, finding out that it was vacant for the date, how much it cost, put a provisional booking on it, sold some tickets, got a deposit together, put it down on it. And so by selling tickets, we put our deposits down. We don't actually put any of our own money in it.
But despite all the advanced planning, there was still a lot to be done in the 12 hours before tonight's disco was due to start. Most of the afternoon was spent setting up the gear. Then the music had to be chosen. And finally, up went the lights. Once everything was ready, there was just about time for a trial run before the doors opened. when they did, it was like being in a sardine tin. More than 600 kids turned up from over a dozen local towns. Even their names were hot stuff. And they were there for all sorts of reasons.
I think it's because of the goal. Everyone can't find no jobs nowadays. People aren't giving to the agents, so the only life they know is this. That's what I think it is.
Plus it's a break from the culture. Because we can't relate to our culture so much now. I think we need a new style, and this is how most agents are doing.
You want to get out and meet your friends, and if you know, at home it's really boring and you want to get out of the house. You meet friends, you meet new people all the time, music, it all changes.
But whatever their reasons for coming, they were all after the same thing.
It's a good time really, isn't it? We come, we like the music, we like the breaking and what they're doing. The ladies are good, and you know, generally it's a good atmosphere, it's fun. People are enjoying themselves and we're enjoying ourselves as well.
We're here to have a good time, enjoy ourselves, have a nice night out, you know.
And they did. Once the gig was underway, the floor was filled with hotshots doing everything from body popping to breaking.
Start with soul, which is just steady movements that everybody could do. Gradually go up to electro, you know, build up, and people start doing a bit of body popping. And breaking, spinning on your back, spinning on your head. That's the latest dance out.
But the highlight of the evening were the burns, where rival posses went into overkill to outdo each other with their amazing routines. They were all so amazing that by the end of the evening, no one could agree on the winners. But for the organisers, the evening was a smash hit, and they've now got big plans for the future.
So hopefully we want to do a few more this year, about 12, 15, and then in about 18 months we want to open our own club up down London somewhere.
If it all goes to plan, who knows, there could soon be an Asian disco moving in on the West End. So watch out, Hippodrome, here they come.